I gotta make sure the sound.
Hello and welcome to Zazumi. I'm Sherry Barbera, and tonight we are going to be talking about upping your home studio equipment and what kind of equipment to use. And this is what I'm calling advanced video studio. Last week we talked about a beginner video studio, and you can find that on our channel. And I'm just gonna move me down a little bit. Sal, I see you.
What happened?
Sal and I are here.
Hello.
My mom is here too. So who is here? Oh, John. Hi, John. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you being
to make
here.
sure mine works.
So if you were here last week, we did talk about basic equipment. And I'm a YouTube channel growth expert, Google certified. That's who I am. And I found this wonderful slide that's coming up that I'm going to start changing for each time. But if you don't know about Zazumi, we changed YouTube Bootcamp to Zazumi. And Zazumi is for business YouTubers, how to boost your income, influence, and impact with YouTube. This is the slide that I love. So believe in your vision is believe in you and be you. And I just love that. The next step for your studio. So once you hit a certain point with YouTube, you sort of want to up your equipment. And last week we talked about just working with what you have. So using your cell phone, using window light, all this kind of stuff, because really, why not? I mean, all you need to do is just get started. The one thing that I insist that you buy is always a microphone, because sound is the first thing that people will click away from in a video, and you don't want people clicking away. And a tripod, because a tripod keeps things stable. So that's the reason why. Hi, Habiba and Alex. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to be mentioning you guys a bit later, talking about equipment, because you use a fantastic Sony camera and the GoPro, which our friend Sam Santiago also uses. Hey Dale and hey Kim, great to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And let me just pop back over here. So when you start with your beginner studio equipment, all you need is a mobile phone, some kind of microphone, and a tripod. We used a selfie stick when we first started to keep our phone stable, and some kind of light. And that's how simple it was really to get started. Now, for an upgraded studio that will help you look a lot more professional, this is when you want to start thinking about using a DSLR camera or a webcam or an iPad or a GoPro or a combination of all of those. The microphones, you want to upgrade those as well. We use wireless lavalier mics all the time. Right now, I'm using a blue Yeti microphone, a condenser microphone. And you also might want to put a mic right on your camera. And our friends, Trekking Pals, they use a Rode mic, and I'm going to be showing that. It's called a shotgun mic. Also, tripods are extremely important to keep everything stable. And there are tripod mounts for iPads and cameras and cell phones, all kinds of things. And that's another thing we're going to be covering. And then finally, lighting. When you upgrade your lighting from just basic window lights or lights that you have around the house, or as I was showing last week, an adjustable desk lamp, when you up them, there are some really great options like box lights and ring lights and LED lights. So if you have questions about those, put them in the chat and I'll pull them on the screen. We're going to start with an iPad. And the reason we're starting with an iPad is because we use iPads all the time for filming. They have incredibly good quality now. And if you're a Mac person, you can create unbelievably wonderful quality movies on them with an app called LumaFusion. The current iPad Pro, which we don't have this one has even more cameras together, but this one has wide angle lens and a super wide angle lens so that you can get even more of a picture, and wonderful for hikers and landscapers. This is a picture of Sal, not right this second. He's not in stunned animation, though he looks like he is. But this is to show you that we use a ring light. We also use LED lights. We also have webcams and the Blue Yeti and the iPad. There's so much stuff that we use. But when you see what it looks like in person, it doesn't, when you see the videos, it doesn't look anything like that. Whoop. Okay, so the next is a webcam. And I'm going to show you two different webcams. The first one we got is a Logitech webcam, and that's what I'm using right now. That's the one that's on me. This one right now is around 140 bucks, something like that. And I don't know what it will be in the future. Most of these things drop in price, which is wonderful, but it's got full HD 1080p recording, which is great. But the thing that makes it so excellent is the Carl Zeiss lens. And a Carl Zeiss lens is something that Canon uses all the time on their cameras, their DSLR cameras, and Sony uses Carl Zeiss lens. They're just a really excellent high quality lens. The other thing that's great about this is it clips beautifully onto your computer, and it's USB, so it just plugs right into the USB ports, and it works fantastically. So again, this is Sal showing on my iMac. That is the webcam that's on my iMac, and that's what you're looking at me on right now. And that's what that looks like. This is a different webcam. This is the one that Sal is using right now. So I'm going to pop both of us on. And as you can see, there's really not that much difference between how we look, but price-wise, this one's like 50 bucks.
I think it was 38.
Yeah, I mean, not even that, in the 40s or 40 or less. So really, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this other webcam, and it's just great to have an extra one anyway. And this one's called an Aukey, A-U-K-E-Y, and it's also 1080p, and it's got all kinds of stuff, noise reducing and all the things that you want. It's got great angles. It's simple to use, just like the other webcam is, and it actually records in more formats, lower resolution formats, than the Logitech does. So that's really good if you want to record things on the fly, like if you just want to carry it on a little mini tripod or something around with you. It records stuff on the fly for Facebook and Instagram really well. This is what it looks like if you stick it on a little mini tripod, but it actually sits up on the desk by itself, which is kind of cool. And as you can see, it just clips right onto the top of your laptop and covers the camera on your laptop, and that's how you use it. So now I'm showing you the same picture once again, and that is the little tiny webcam that Sal is using right now. And as you can see, it's just on a tiny tripod held by a selfie stick. So I'm going to pop back to Sal so you can see. I mean, I think we both look very, very similar. So cost-wise, if you want to keep your costs down, I kind of recommend that you go with that one. Are there any questions about that? If there are, please put them in the chat. So the next one's the GoPro, and GoPros are fabulous cameras for outdoor. And if you have never heard of a GoPro, this is a little tiny camera that people use for sports most of the time, but they're great just for outdoor filming, for hikes and things like that. And our YouTube mastermind, Sam Santiago, he's the one with the AZ Living channel. Sam is great, and we've done lots of videos with Sam, which you can see on our channel. Sam uses his GoPro right in his studio, his home studio, and he gets fantastic color out of it. It looks really, really great. So it's not that you have to use it just outside. But if our friends Trekking Pals want to make any kind of comments on this, I would love that, because you guys use it all the time, and I'm sure that you know wonderful tips and tricks that you can help our other people with. So if you were to get this entire kit, The great thing about this kit is that it comes with a tripod, and it comes with a carry case, and it comes with straps for you to hold it on, and it comes with so many things. It comes with a mount, so it's really, really great. Look at this fantastic case for it. It's very, very secure, and this is the GoPro tripod mount. And you can see most of this is extremely sturdy because people are using it outside. The tripod I love because it looks just like the Joby Gorilla tripod. And Joby Gorillas are the top of the line tripods for outdoor like adventure people, which is what our friend Trekking Pals are. So if you wanted to do something that was a little unstable, these wonderful tripods make it so easy to latch onto stuff. And then it also comes with this cool spike. So you can put it into the ground anywhere that you are and set up the camera to be stable and film use. So that's another really cool feature about this. This is what it looks like. See how teeny weeny it is? It's just a very small little camera, but films in 4K high def. Look at what people are using it for. So they're using it for all kinds of fantastic sports and underwater. So GoPros can be used underwater, which is awesome if you're traveling and you want to use it for experiencing the outdoors even better. Now we move to DSLR cameras. And those are something that we have used our DSLR camera for filming our videos, and we love our camera, and we use Canon cameras. And I have also had Sony cameras, we've had Nikon cameras, Sal and I have used all kinds of cameras, and we love our cameras. However, it is not necessary to buy a super expensive camera to make your YouTube videos. And we use our iPad because we think the picture quality is really gorgeous. Now, with that having been said, if you've looked at any of Trekking Pals videos, and that's what their YouTube channel is called, Trekking Pals, you will see really gorgeous quality. And they use their GoPros and they use their DSLR cameras. So if you really want to up-level your video production, the Sony Alpha A6300 is fantastic. And the kit for that comes with a ton of stuff. It comes with extra lens, it comes with lens covers, it comes with cleaners for your lenses, it comes with an SD card, it comes with a cleaner, a tiny tripod. There's just so much stuff. So I always recommend when you're purchasing new equipment, if you can buy kits and save money and get a ton of stuff at once, why wouldn't you do that? I just highly recommend to do that. So it shows you right here that this camera can take 4K video. It can take slow motion video for your running dog who's going through the water and it looks absolutely gorgeous in the water. It can take sports. It can do all kinds of things. So,
and Dale and Trekking Pals both.
Oh, hey, Sam. I'm so glad you're here. So wait, let me just pull the comment on from Trekking Pals. The GoPro, thanks guys. Thank you, Habiba and Alex. The GoPro has a great auto stabilization feature. It's lightweight, waterproof, and strong, especially for filming in the outdoors. That is a fantastic comment. And their second comment is, they're working on a review of the GoPro 7 and 8. Excellent. And we'll have it up on the channel in about 2 to 3 weeks. Fantastic, guys. I love what you do. That's great. Too. Okay, and Dale also had a comment. Dale uses the DJI Omni action camera, which I love when I'm hiking. I am not familiar with that one, Dale. So who makes that one? Let us know.
DJI.
I have not heard of DJI. So thank you so much for posting that. That's really great. I love knowing about new things that are wonderful for outdoor cameras and outdoor filming. It just helps everybody to use the best equipment. So I put on here video test because I wanted to show you what that Sony actually... you can see it has some really fantastic features. That's my dog Max. That was my dog Max. So you can see it has some really fantastic features to it. I'm just gonna, oh, I'm sorry, I was popping the wrong thing back on here. That was Sal.
What?
I'm using Ecamm, which is just a wonderful live streaming program. And as you can see, it allows me to do, I'm gonna put Sal back on. So when you're in dual screen, you know, you can talk to each other and you can show each other, but you can see that I have here this little tiny window for me. And now I'm pulling on the PDF of my slides and just positioning it right over, I'm sorry, honey, but I'm positioning it right over where Sal is.
I'm not offended.
Okay, so let's keep going. So we went through the iPad and Sal showing it and webcams. I didn't know I was going to have to go back to everything, so I won't be doing that again. But the GoPro, fantastic. And now we're going to look at the DSLR Sony. Okay, so now we have covered what you use for cameras, and if anyone has any additional comments, oh wait, I think Dale does. So the DJI is, oh, it's a drone. Cool, Dale. So it's made by DJI, the drone experts, and it has the image stabilization and a front and rear screen, which is great when you're filming yourself. That is awesome, Dale. I would love for you to send me a shot of that so I can show it next week, if you would do that. Next week, we're going to be doing green screen, guys. We're gonna be in our green screen room and literally showing you our room as we're filming. So that's really going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Tom. So Tom said, are you on a laptop for this streaming program? I am not on my laptop. I'm on my iMac, my desktop iMac, and I'm using my Logitech Webcam.
But you can use a laptop.
But you absolutely can use a laptop. I think I showed that back here. Let me just pop back. These take a little bit of time, sorry. I'm just going to run through this real quickly to show you what that looks like. Okay, do you see the webcam that Sal uses, which is on a selfie stick? That exact same webcam can be used on a laptop. And if you look to the right, you'll see my giant iMac, which is what I'm using, and the webcam that I'm using. So that literally is the exact webcam that I'm using. Looks like a GoPro. I know it does, Dale. It does look like a GoPro, but it's not. It's the webcam. They're really small and they're cool. I mean, they're really very small. So Sal could show you his later when he comes over. Hi, Julie. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all you guys so much. Thank you for showing up. So this is what the Rode shotgun microphone looks like on top of the Sony camera. And it's very, very effective. This one's the Rode Videomic Pro, and it's got a directional mic, and you can see that it's shooting directly at you, so you can see why it's called a shotgun or directional mic. And it comes with a great stand, but you can see how easy it is to film when you have the right equipment. And just like anything, you always want to have the right equipment, because what's the point, you know, of killing yourself trying to make things look good if you don't have the right equipment for it? This is another shot of how you can use that Rode and how great, simple, and easy it is to mount with a hot shoe on your camera and make your sound so much better. So that's a camera mic. Now I'm going to talk about a condenser mic. And a condenser mic is a Blue Yeti. And we use our Blue Yeti all the time. I'm using a Blue Yeti right now, and I have it, I'm just gonna bring it into this. See, I have it right here. We use it all the time. And right now I have it on a figure 8 setting so that it's picking up Sal and it's picking up me. So Sal on his side and me on my side. And I think the sound, you know, it's not perfect because I'm not super close to it like I should be, like that. But when you're at a mic, you should be about a hand's distance away like this. So I really should be closer like that, but I'm not. And that's fine because you guys can hear me. The Yeti comes in a couple of different colors, but the configuration of it is the same. So it's really whatever you like. You can put it on your tabletop. You can put it on a mic stand, which is what we did. You can also suspend it from a tripod stand, which looks fantastic and is great for singers and is great for performers, people who are using a guitar or something like that. It's really a very versatile microphone. And the other thing that's great about it is that you can use it for interviews. You can use it for in a room, in a large space. You can make the settings so that it picks up the whole room. There's just so many great things about it. So I really love our Yeti. It is USB. It does plug into a USB port. It works super simply. It's got what's called a gain button on the back of it so that you control how loud or how soft it is. That's what the gain is, the volume of your sound. Mostly you just want to sort of stop in the very center with your gain so that it's always even. And Julie said, very versatile. It is, Julie, it is very versatile. Thank you for that comment. I love your hat. The other thing is it's got 4 very smart patterns to it. And by patterns, what that means is the way that the sound is picked up. So this pattern on the left here, it shows you that it's picking up sound basically front and back, but very close knit, whereas the figure 8 on the right is picking up sound more directionally from 2 different people. There's also one that picks up room sound. There's also one that's just directional at you. So very, very versatile, very useful, very well-made microphone. Now, wireless lavaliers. I love lavalier microphones, but our wireless lavalier mic, which is, we use a Sennheiser mic, and that's the one I'm going to show you. We also use a Samsung, S-A-M-SUN, S-O-N, lavalier wireless microphone, but the sound on the Sennheiser is superior. The Samsung is much less expensive. So if you were looking for a less expensive wireless microphone, the Samsung would be it. The more expensive with the better sound quality and also dampening the external sounds better is the Sennheiser. Rode also makes a fantastic wireless mic. They also make a kit, Rode. So this is also a kit Sennheiser, and it comes with two microphones. It comes with 1 microphone, and it comes with a transmitter and a receiver. And that's what you're looking at. One is a transmitter and one is a receiver. And you put the transmitter on yourself, you hook it onto you, and you put the mic on your lapel. And then the receiver you plug into your camera or your iPad or whatever it is that you're using and receive the sound. And this is how that works with the plug-in. So it's super simple. You just put it on whatever lapel that you have, and that's the way it works. And we'll be showing that at the very end of this. Next are tripods. I really love tripods because they help you look more professional. It's so unprofessional to have shaky film, unless you're really trying to have shaky film. And that would be great for a horror film, but it's really not great for a professional film. So you don't want to do that if you can. So tripods are very inexpensive. There's no reason not to buy a tripod. I'm going to show you the Neewers 66-inch tripod, and what that means is it goes up and down 66 inches, so 5 feet 6 inches high up, which is wonderful, and it shrinks down to about 25 inches, which is great. The one thing I think that's super important when you get a tripod is if it has a ball head. And what that means is if you look at the picture on the right, on the far right, where the tripod is itself, it's showing you, wait, I'm having a problem here, showing you what I'm talking about. It's got a ball that swivels where you mount your camera. And the reason that's so important is because you want to be able to swivel your camera as easily as possible and as soundlessly as possible. There are a lot of swivels that are cheap junk and they make sounds. Some of them really make noisy sounds, and
Clicky and
also
squeaky
they're squeaky
and clicky.
and clicky, right? So Sal said they're squeaky and
They're
clicky.
clicky, squeaky,
Yeah,
whiny,
yeah.
crappy.
Right, they're crappy. So you really do want to be careful about the tripod that you get. So test it out. The other thing is, does the arm move silently? And that's the other thing that can be super annoying on a tripod. So you want to be sure that you buy a high enough quality tripod and lightweight, because that's the other thing. If you're going to be taking this anywhere, you don't want a heavy, very dense, heavy metal tripod. Even though they're great quality, these heavy metal tripods, you want a lighter weight aluminum, or you want something that's a much lighter weight. So these are the things for you to look into. This particular Neewer adjustable tripod goes as low as 22.6 inches and all the way up to 5 feet 6 inches, which is fantastic. It also becomes a monopod where you can be out somewhere and not have to fold the legs out, just you can stand it as a single stand and use it as what's called a monopod. And then this just shows you that with this ball head, you can tilt the camera up so you're looking up at the sky. So looking up at you, you can tilt it, you can make it straight on for a vertical shot or a horizontal shot. You can tilt it down and get an overhead shot for those of you that are crafters and or cooks or something like that, and you want the camera facing down onto what it is that you're shooting. It's very, very versatile, and this is what you want. It's also lightweight and portable, and that's extremely important. This is what it looks like as a monopod. It just becomes a single, look at the photo on the bottom left there, and you can see it's just one single rod, and that's how you use it to film. And this is what's great about the panoramic shooting. There's just so much about it that's wonderful. So that is the Neewer 66-inch tripod. Now, Joby is my other favorite tripod. I love Joby because they make these incredible Gorillapod tripods, and they're expensive, but they're hugely durable, and that's what I love about them. And this one's a kit, so it comes with a bunch of extra stuff that you can use for your camera. It comes with an SD card, it comes with a hot shoe, it comes with a strap, it comes with all this kind of stuff. But what I love about the Gorillapod, and this one in particular, is that it has these extra arms that let you set up for additional cameras. So you can use 3 different cameras at one time with this. You can also hold it and film yourself. Look at how you can use the Rode shotgun mic and a camera, and you can use this fabulous Gorillapod and just twist it so that it faces you. And you can look at this wonderful way of using it like a gimbal. I mean, this is really cool. A gimbal is this piece of equipment that you buy to help you stabilize your camera. Well, look at how stable this looks when you can hold it very securely with 2 hands. So this is just a very versatile tripod if you're looking for something like that. Now, we have purchased these tripod mounts for our iPads because when you're trying to use an iPad and it's not securely positioned on a tripod, well, first of all, it could fall. And second of all, it drives you crazy. So to get the right size is really important. And when we first bought our ring light supposedly came with a tripod mount that was for an iPad. Well, it turned out that it didn't fit our iPad, even though the dimensions said it did. And we bought a Neewer light ring, and they just replaced it. I mean, which was absolutely amazing. And they told us to just go ahead and buy one that fit ours, and they would reimburse it. So Neewer is a really good quality company. We're really happy with them. This is a tripod mount by Yossi, and we really love it. It's very, very secure, and it works really, really well. And you can use it inside your light ring, or you can mount it separately just on a tripod and use it for all kinds of things. but it holds your iPad very securely because it not only has little grippy, wonderful claws on the top, it's also adjustable on the back, but it uses sponge and silicone pads to protect your iPad, which I love because I'm very, very, very careful with my iPad. I love my iPad. So if you have any questions about tripods, oh, Trekking Pal said, the Joby is a great tripod. You guys probably use something like that all the time when you're out there on your adventures and doing your hikes because you need to be able to stabilize your cameras more than anybody. You and Dale, who are out there doing these amazing hikes out, God only knows where you guys are going. And then you can use your Gorillapod on a tree limb, or you can stick it on a rock sideways, or there's so many things that you can do. It's really fantastic. Now, and Dale said, I use a collapsible Mountain Smith Expedition monopod that doubles as a walking stick. Fantastic, Dale. Lightweight and compact for hiking. Thank you so much for letting us know. So it's a collapsible Mountain Smith Expedition monopod. Love it. Okay, let's move on to lights. Lights are so much fun. And ever since we discovered LED lights, which I just am totally in love with LED lights, we started out with a box light. That's the one in the center. And when we got our box lights, we were super excited to have these super professional, very great looking, wonderfully big lights. And we love them. But then when LED lights came out and they had these what are called barn doors on them that were adjustable, and they adjusted different light tones and light colors and everything, we just fell in love with them. So yeah, we're pretty much in love with LED lights. And then ring lights are great, and you can see that we do use ring lights. And Trekking Pal said, that's a great idea, Dale. Thanks, guys. Dale has lots of great ideas. Dale is a professional photographer, so he knows a ton about this stuff. If you guys want to know anything, contact him. He really knows a ton of stuff. And watch his videos when he gets his channel up, because it's going to be amazing. So box lights are literally, they're called a box light because they are a light inside a cover, and it's a soft box cover. So this is a piece of fabric that goes over the light to soften the look of the light, and it's on its own tripod. And look, this is a kit that we got from Mount Dog, and it's a softbox light kit, and it came with all of the bulbs. It came with even separate, different adjustable lights that you can use. But look, it came with this wonderful tilting light, this huge tilting light that has a sandbag on the back of it. And we've used that tons of times. We've used all of these lights tons and tons of times. They're really great. So this is what it looks like when you take it out of the box. This is all the stuff that comes with it. And everything has a case to fit into the case. And then these are what the light covers look like, the softbox covers look like. This is what it looks like inside. So look at that. It's got this weirdo looking thing on the inside, a rotatable head that you put 4 lights inside. So really that's kind of amazing. But what I love about it is it's got a ceramic lamp socket, and I love that it's ceramic and very well made. That's the thing that matters the most, is that it's very well made. So the one that's tilting, that's the one that goes high above and tilts down on you and gives you that lovely down glow. And then the other ones come at you at 45-degree angles so that you're very well lit. Ring lights. We love our ring lights. This is a Neewer 18-inch ring light. We have 2 of them, and we just love them. They fit our iPads, and they come with plastic covers that are either clear so that you can have just white light, or orange so that you have this orangey tint. And right now on me is, let me just show you, right now on me is the orangey tint. So I've got sort of like a glowy look on my side. Sal looks...
I could turn my camera towards it.
Oh, yeah, and then you can see what it looks like.
There you go.
So Oh, but
Well,
it doesn't look orange. It just looks white.
It's orange.
But it's not. It's got the orange covers on it. And you know what? I'm going to take one off and show it to you.
Oh, one of the covers.
So you can see what I'm talking about, because literally this is the cover. I'm just going to pop back onto me for a second so you can see what the full cover looks like. See, it's a big light. It's a big ring light. And it's just a plastic cover and it clips on, and that's the way it works. And see, without it on me, so there are 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of these on the 18-inch light, and I just took the bottom one off. And I think the light did change. I'm just going to put it back on. It got whiter.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to pop it back on.
It definitely gets whiter. Okay. Even if you just take one off.
I hope that doesn't fall off on me. But anyway, you can see that Sal is whiter because the ring light that the original ring light we got did not have, well, it has the covers, but we're using the clear covers on it.
It's up there.
So Sal doesn't have the same look that I have. So REI. Oh, good. So you guys are talking to each other. Cool. All right. So let's go back to it. So this is what it looks like. The whole kit of it comes with all of this stuff. And you can see how you can put a DSLR camera in it. You can use a tablet in it. It's got a rotating head so that you can curve it, which is what we did with Sal's. Sal's is curved down, and actually the one over me is curved down as well. And they are just excellent to use. We really love our ring lights. And you can see the difference in this picture. This is the girl before she puts the ring light on her, and she has a little bit too much light on her, but it really does look better. And then this is what it looks like when you're setting up the ring light. LED lights. Now we love our LED lights. I know I keep saying we love our lights, but we do. We love all these lights. They're so great, and they're really simple to use. And the LED lights that we got are also Neewer. And what we love about them is that they're 2 color. So there's white light, and then there's also this orange light. And what it does is it just allows you to look like it's either daylight or it's warm sunshine, or if you want more of a cool look, you use just the white light. And it's just, it makes your lighting look so much better. And this particular Neewer Bicolor 660 LED comes with the stands, the soft boxes to cover up the lights, to soften the light on you, which is what Sal has on him right now. And actually, I think, Sal, can you show that? Okay, so this is what Sal has on. That is one of those lights. And so that's the ring light that goes on him. And then that is the LED light with the soft box covering up the light itself. Thanks, honey. And both of the lights come with their own carry bags, so they're very portable. And if any of you guys were at the library when we were doing live meetups, which we all miss so much, we were bringing these lights with. Sal was carrying all these lights with and all this stuff with. Every week we were schlepping all this stuff down to the library and setting all of it up. And so, you know, I mean, yes, it's a lot, but it's very portable, this stuff, which I just love about it as well. That's what the soft box looks like, that fits over the light. And this is the back of the light. And the reason I'm showing you that is because there are 2 buttons on the back. And that's how you adjust how much white light or how much orange light you put on yourself.
Hey, you want me to demonstrate the softbox? I haven't.
Oh, yeah. So Sal is going to demonstrate what the softbox looks like. It comes in its own little bag. Everything,
little case.
Yeah, everything has its own little case, which I love. It's very easy, very portable.
I love doing this. Watch this. Of course, it didn't work that time.
I'm going to put it on Sal. There. So, I mean, you can see how big it is.
Little hoozies here that you just snap like that. They're magnetized. And you do that on all 4 sides.
Are they like metal?
They're metal and they're magnetized.
And that's what pops the softbox out.
And that's it. And then you just slide this right over the light. And that's how you get the cover.
Okay, so we're going to show you a little bit later. We're going to show you exactly what that looks like. So when you look at the back of the light, it also has battery compartments. This is one of the other things I love about these lights, is that you can take them on location with you somewhere, and if you don't have electricity, no problem. You just bring the batteries with. And the batteries last for a very long time, something like 6 to 8 hours, which is, you know, really long enough to film almost anything, right? So it comes with all of this stuff, and the barn doors are for you to adjust the light and make it wider or narrower so that you don't have to worry about how much light is on you. And this is just a simple way of showing you how the softbox fits over the light itself. So what we use. Okay, so we use the box lights, we use the Neewer LED lights, we use the soft cover. This is our setup. So this is our setup for Zazumi, our new studio setup for Zazumi. And we have a lot of lights in this studio. We use 4 Neewer LED lights. We use 4 box lights. We use a lot of lights. We use overhead lights. So this room itself above me has recessed lights, and we have all those lights on right now. We use one of the ring lights, the one that you saw by Sal. We use that ring light as well. So we use 4 box lights, 4 LED lights, a ring light. I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so that's all that we use, but it's a lot. And then this is the iPad mount on a tripod. So we film ourselves with the iPad, and it just really works perfectly. And then this is for you to see the setup. So this is my setup actually when I'm filming my courses. I sit in my chair with the plantation shutters open. I couldn't think of the name. I kept thinking shutters. With the plantation shutters open so I get natural light on me, but I also put additional light on me, and I do put a ring light in front of me. The one that's behind me I put in front of me. And I also use an LED light, and then I just film myself on the tripod. And most of the time I wear the Sennheiser lavalier mic as opposed to using the Yeti, but I could use the Yeti if I wanted to as well. So just to recap, oh, hi, Kim. So Kim said, I love how all of the equipment shown is so user-friendly. Thank you, Kim. That was my goal, was that it was so simple for you to use, but makes a huge difference in how professional your videos look. That's what I wanted for you guys. So if you want a pro studio, I love your picture, Kim. If you want a pro studio, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. For the camera, you can use an iPad, you can buy a webcam, you can use a GoPro, you can use a DSLR camera. Any of those things will increase the professionalism of your videos, but you can still use your phone. That's for beginners, but you could still just keep using your phone. There are major films that have been shown, that have been filmed on an iPhone. So it's not like you can't just use your phone, you can. But if you want to upgrade, or if you want additional cameras, like I think the GoPro is really fantastic if you do any kind of outdoor filming. And I love the fact that Dale uses a drone. That just gives you a whole different perspective from a bird's eye. I love that. And especially outdoors, it allows you to see more things. I didn't even include that, and I'm so glad Dale mentioned that. Thank you, Dale.
Wait,
and then
I don't think that Dale uses the drone. I think that Trekking Pals uses the drone. I could be wrong.
Okay, I think it was Dale, honey. Okay. And then for microphones, let's just talk real quickly about the Rode shotgun mic for your camera, or the Blue Yeti condenser mic if you're doing interviews, or if you're just filming yourself, it's perfect for that. If you're doing podcasts, it's great for that. The Blue Yeti is a wonderful microphone. And then wireless lavalier mics. Last week, I showed you a wired lavalier mic that plugs right into your phone and has a very, very long cord, which is what we started with, right, honey?
$25.
Yeah, so we started with
$27.75.
Yeah, and it was super cheap, and that's in last week's video, and there's a link in the description below that video to go ahead and link and find that particular microphone if you want a wired mic that goes lavalier mic that goes right into your phone. So it doesn't have to show, the wire still doesn't have to show, you just put it through your clothes and you hide it, and it looks like you have a wireless mic. But what's great about a wired mic as opposed to a wireless mic is that you don't get interference. You can get interference with a wireless lavalier, and we have had that, but I still love our wireless lavalier mics. They work really, really well. Okay, let's just pop back. So tripod. We went over the different kinds of tripods you can get. You can get a standing tripod that you can increase all the way up to 5 feet 6 inches, go all the way down to 22.5 inches. They have a wonderful ball head so you can tilt your camera in all different directions. It comes with all kinds of additional accessories that are wonderful and useful. And then tripod mounts are super important for holding things very securely, like microphones, like cameras, anything that you want to mount onto your tripod. And then there's the Gorillapod by Joby, which I absolutely love because it's so versatile. Those crazy legs that you can turn into a gimbal that you can use to hold additional cameras. There's so much you can do with Gorillapods. They're really an excellent tripod, and you could actually just get away with that. You know, you don't have to have a tall standing tripod if you're going to be sitting. You can put a Gorillapod on a desk. And finally, lights. Box lights, which are great, soft. They have a soft fabric in front of the lights, and they give you beautiful diffuse lighting, and they make everything look great. Ring lights are wonderful for doing courses, for doing podcasts live, for doing any kind of live filming. Ring lights just make you look softer and pretty, and they're very simple to use, and they just look great. And then LED lights, how much I love LEDs, especially the LED lights that come with the barn door so that you can adjust how much or how little your light is. So if you want any of this equipment or more information about the equipment, all of the links will be in the description below this video, and you can just click and go and look at them. Most of them, I'm going to tell you right now, are affiliate links. Doesn't mean that the price is any different, just means that someday, but not yet, I think we'll make like $1 if you buy something. So that would be lovely. And then, oh, let me go back because I'm almost done. So I wanted to show you, Sal, you know what, honey? I want you to show what the, I want to show you the LED light.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, we are sitting right next to each other, actually. And this is what the LED light looks like with the softbox on it. It's amazing how gigantic it makes that light look and how much additional diffuse lighting it gives you, right? It's amazing. So you can see how it lights up the back of me really, really well. And then when the light is off, it looks totally different. But look at how glaring and horrible it is without the light box. So this is why you need soft box covers on your lights. And if you look at the 4 flaps on the outside of the light, those are what are called barn doors. And those are completely adjustable, literally will close right over the light if you want them to, or they will block one side if you just want one side to have light and the other side not to have light. And then, honey, if you could just show how, if you could turn it sideways and then just show how the back of it is so adjustable. Well, there you go. So the back of it, you could see, has those beautiful knobs that you can use to change your light from white to orange to bright to very subtle. And then the slots right here are for your battery. The whole thing tilts and turns on the tripod that comes with it. It comes with its own tripod beautifully. I mean, there's so much about this that just makes it incredibly useful if you're filming inside or outside. Because don't forget, those batteries allow you to use it without having to plug it in outside, which is really, really cool. And it's not heavy. I mean, it's very, very portable, and they all have and they all have carry cases, which is another thing I love about Neewer. They always come with a carry case for protection.
Look, I'll demonstrate how to put the cover on. How easy is it?
Honey, you didn't shut the barn doors. Oh, there. Good. Okay, so you can see it's super simple to put the softbox right on top of it and change your lighting so that it's subtle or it's bright or it's beautifully diffused, whatever it is that you want to do. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you was how you use an iPad with, how we use the iPad with the Sennheiser lavalier mics. And it's just a very simple setup. We just have our tripod with the tripod mount for the iPad. We have the iPad there, and then we had to buy what is called an iRig Pre, and it's the long square, the long rectangular piece right here is the iRig Pre, and the reason we had to get it was so that it would plug into our iPad. The Sennheiser transmitter would plug into our iPad, and it's all set up right there. And what Sal just turned on is for the Sennheiser lavalier mic. And then I put a mic on, and I have a transmitter.
Turn it on, this way you'll see.
Here's my teeny weeny little mic. See how beautifully tiny it is? I mean, you wouldn't even see it if I was wearing it. And this is what clips onto the back of me. So I just clip this onto the back of my shirt or the back of my skirt, or if I'm wearing shorts, the back of my shorts. And you just run the wire through your clothes. It's a pretty long wire. That's it. It's super simple.
But the reason this whole setup is more expensive than a basic one is that it's got the iRig, which filters out any ambient sound.
Oh,
it also,
so important.
Yeah, it also it filters out any kind of noise.
And it stabilizes.
It stops the interference.
Yeah, it stops.
It'll stop interference from coming through.
And this is a huge thing when you're using a wireless lavalier mic, is the interference from radio, from all kinds of things.
Anything.
There
could be from
anything.
Other computers.
Yeah,
it could be from anything.
From anything.
Yeah.
So it's really important to get that additional piece, the iRig, to protect your lavalier more from interference, and that's what we use it for. So that is basically our setup. Are there any questions about that? Let's see, I love how is the webcam. Let's see, is the webcam on Sal the cheaper or more expensive one?
Cheaper.
It is the cheaper one, Dale, and I think the quality of it is really excellent. It's almost a third of the price of the Logitech. I have them both in the description below the video when the video posts. But wow, I mean, yeah, I think the Logitech is great, but I think the OK, and that's what it is, AUKEY, the OK is okay, right? I mean, it really does look good. So I don't think it's necessary to, spend that much money. I really don't.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
we're happy with both of them. And we bought the Logitech first, and it was quite a while before we bought the OK, but they're both great. And we're very happy with both of them. So are there any additional questions from anyone about anything? Because if not, I think we're going to bring my mama in and we're going to say goodnight to you guys.
Oh, really? Well, take my camera off. So
oh, okay. So,
Iris.
So to me, it looks like a sharper image. Oh, really?
It might be.
Let's see. We'll go back to Sal. Sorry, honey. We went back to you. Okay, so you think it looks like a sharper image. It could be because of the lighting on me. I'm not really sure.
Well, it could be because I'm a little sharper.
Where does Sal get those rad jackets?
It's quite a collection.
Yeah, he's got a great collection, Sam. They've come from so many places.
Different.
Let's see. The party store.
Halloween store.
Halloween store. Halloween costume super center. Kohl's even had some of
the flamingo one.
Right, the flamingo one. So all kinds of places, you just have to look for them. You just have to be daring and look for them.
All right, turn me off so I can do a surprise.
Okay.
Iris.
So, Mom, we're saying goodnight to everybody.
We're saying goodnight now. Goodbye.
So thank you guys. We appreciate you so much for coming. And I see I've got my Hello Kitty. My Hello Kitty and my other stuff here for you. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. Okay. We're very colorful tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We adore you and hope to see you next week. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, what the heck? Subscribe to our channel. We need more subscribers. And if you would share this video, we would love it. Thank you so much. We're going to do the dating game goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Thank you. We appreciate you. Good night.
Toodles.